Good evening, world side of America. 6 o'clock. This is my final day of today. But sooner or later, guys, I'll be pumping out videos every 3 days, right? Yeah. I don't get paid for this shit. I'm not having you guys do it like that, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, you don't get paid. Yeah, I don't get paid. You act like a watch, so I'm not having you guys do me. Yeah. This video belong. I'll talk for maybe 40 minutes. That's good enough for you guys, right? I bought my slices at Bob's. I caved in today, man. I got slices. I'm waiting until my slices cool down a little bit, right? 5 minutes, I'll eat my slices. God, your book is sick. I know, man. What's a masterpiece, man? All right, what you showed us, that's not your most entertaining scenes. No. What I showed you guys recently in my last video is not one of my most entertaining scenes. You read it. It's not one of my most entertaining scenes when you read it. But it's still entertaining enough to keep you hooked, right? Yeah, Ivan. Still entertaining to keep you hooked. Yes, still entertaining to keep you hooked. Entertaining enough to keep you hooked. My book is a masterpiece, obviously. That's why they gave someone control it, obviously. You know I did, obviously, right? Yeah. Yeah. Off for 5 days and I work next Wednesday. I got paid this Sunday. What are you gonna watch this Sunday, Ivan? I'm gonna watch Jurassic Park Rebirth and maybe Final Destination's Bloodline on Sunday. And I'll get my 6 beers and my 10 pack of smokes. I'll put a good $90 in my savings, so I'll have like 700 saved by the end of when I get my paycheck for Wolf Quebec. I'll have 700 saved. I was supposed to have like 850, 900, but I blew a bit of my savings, guys. A little bit of it, right? Be disciplined, Ivan. Don't touch your savings. Next paycheck, I can't touch it. If you don't touch your savings, Ivan, by the end of February, you'll have 1,000 saved. 1,100 saved around there, right? You can save your $4,000 or $5,000 by the end of the year and get you a proofread. And design your cover for your book, right? Yeah. Me allow you, Ivan? No, I'll talk for like 40 minutes. That's good enough. I'll enjoy it with you guys. And after that, I'm going to watch maybe a movie. I'll watch a movie. I don't know what movie I'm going to watch, right? Yeah. Yeah, man. Then my pizza is cooled down. My pizza. You got spicy garlic? Yeah, I got spicy garlic and regular garlic. The regular garlic is better, but I wanted to mix it up. One spicy garlic, one regular garlic. But the regular garlic is better than spicy garlic, right? Spicy garlic is actually kind of better than regular garlic. I think I might get spicy garlic for now on. I like it. I like it kind of better. I have guys that will have the water away. I will. There's a reason why the hot dogs are gonna beg me because I know my tummy blows out the water, right? Blows out the water, Kevin. They're gonna beg, man. Those Howard actors, right? Yo, the spicy garlic is actually better than the regular garlic, guys. Yeah. That's why be careful for the Hollywood agents and managers, man. They're greedy pigs. They're gonna push for more money. I'm like, no, guys. You guys are not worth that amount. Have them do me, man. Yeah. Yeah. So the agents want a bigger paycheck. Yeah, the Hollywood manager agents know if they make the more money the actors make, the more money they make. Yeah. As the agents in Hollywood only make like a couple hundred grand to a few $1,000,000 from the actors. Because most agents make like 10, 15, 20 million. So the agents are pulling in 600,000, 500,000, a million, million two off the actors. They only take 10%. That's why they want more money. That way they can take maybe 6, 7. They want like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 million back, the agents. Around 8 million back. That's why they're pushing more money, obviously. They know they only take 10% of the actors' earnings, right? That's why the agents want more. Duh. The spicy garlic I like better than regular garlic. Yeah. It's really good. Let me try regular garlic now. I'll see which one I like better, but spicy garlic's better. I'm gonna get that from now on, right? So the agents want more. Yeah, the agents want a bigger paycheck. That's why they're pushing for more money. Obviously. Yeah. Because the Hollywood managers or agents, they know they only make 10% of the actors' earnings. So if these actors make a bit more money, we get paid more money, obviously. They want the bigger paycheck. Managers and agents, right? Uh, yeah, 4 million, 3 million, 2 million, 6 million, 7 million, 8 million is a lot of money for us. We want more. We want like 10, 11. That's why they're pushing for bigger contracts. Yeah, because that way they make a few $1 million more. Because they're greedy. I'm like, no, guys, these Hollywood actors are not worth this. I'm not paying them more money, man. I'm not going to overpay Matt Damon and Keanu Reeves. How those guys do me, man. Not worth more than this. There you go. If you like what I'm paying them, go work in Hollywood to make your $15-20 million for your movie. There you go. Sorry, guys. Excuse me. Yeah. All right, that's why you're not letting the gays take your money. Nah, man. I'm not letting those guys take my money. That's why they go to the extreme of trapping me with death. If we scare Ivan with death, hopefully he sells and we dupe him, but Ivan's not going to let us dupe him like that. And I'm brave, and I actually make the other choice. I choose to die to get my freedom and financial control and get me job for myself and sell and share with the guards where justice. I'm not having guys do like that, man. No way. Oh. Well, we should tell you it's a trap. Yeah, she will. Once the true nature comes out, Victoria Justice will start crying. Because you guys can hear everything. I have the keys, right? Victoria Justice listening in, and I hear her crying. She's like, Ivan, don't sell. It's a trap, Ivan. They're going to dupe us, Ivan. I'm garbage and trash, Ivan. Yeah, VJ knows she's garbage and trash. And she knows she's hell. She knows they're going to dupe us with the money, and our relationship will be destroyed. Ivan, don't sell. Our life will be destroyed, Ivan. Yeah, we just cry. She might cry. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's actually funny. Yeah. I'm That's what all you're thinking about when you pay the fee is running. Yeah, all you're gonna think about when you pay the fee, Ivan, is just getting out and escaping, obviously. But the only way to escape from the gatekeepers is through death. You have to die to escape, and I get over it, and I take my money, I run away with VJ, man. You guys are crazy people, man. You're a mess I made. You know. Ivan, it's a great escape of similar to your life. Yeah, it is. Me and VJ escaped from the secret organization, which is criminal, obviously. I escaped from the gatekeepers, what? Crazy system that they own around the world, right? I escaped with VJ, right? Yeah, I get out. I get out and I got her out too. I got VJ out of Hollywood, right? I get my freedom with VJ. We're king and queen right now. Get my freedom with VJ. Yeah, man. And that pizza was amazing. Yeah. The spicy garlic is actually better than the regular garlic. I ate it today. I ate it now, and I enjoyed the spicy garlic more than the regular. I'm gonna get the spicy garlic from now on with my slices right here. Yeah. Yo, Ivan just took his money and ran. Yeah, man. Once I pay the fee, I just take my money and I take Victoria Justice and I run away with her. Yeah. I got her out, man. I got me out of Hollywood, right? Hollywood Gatekeepers Hollywood system, yeah. That's how serious the situation is. The situation is so serious, Ivan. Even when you're king, the doors are locked on you, VJ, in the sense that you cannot touch the gatekeeper's money. So me, we just started a YouTube channel, Sabotage. You want to go to college, that's locked. You want to do something else, all locked. The only thing we can do is minimum wage. Because I made the billions off my book, me and VJ can now live the life and pay our bills and we can achieve our dream and be movie stars. Yeah, VJ, even though everything's locked on us, we can start a business with our own money and we're going to make our billions off the movie which in game VJ. Obviously. So the doors are locked on you, VJ. The doors are locked on me in terms of touching the gatekeeper's money, but the doors are open on me and VJ with our money. We can make more money, but the only way we can make more money, we have to start a business with our own money. We can't touch the gatekeeper's money. That's not our money. We can't. The gatekeepers are never going to let me VJ touch a piece of the trillions, man. That's why I came with the keys. That's why I have my own billions and I can start my films with VJ and live a life right now. was manager, by the way, sweetie. I made $28 million. You made $28 million off your book. I yeah, actually, holy shit, Ivan. We get a life of that money, Ivan. I know. We started that film studio. I know, we started that film studio together. You're welcome, sweetie. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah. Ivan's lucky, man. He got out. All the hot actors like, yeah, Ivan got out, man, because he has the keys. I have the keys. I didn't sell the gates. So I get my free with VJ and I got out. And I got me jail too, right? Lucky ones who got out. Ivan gets to make his billions and controls all the money. He gets his freedom. Whereas all us rich people around the world are under the gates. We're all sellouts. All the rich people in the world are sellouts, obviously. They're all under the gates, obviously. Except for me and VJ, because we have the keys, right? That's why everyone hates you with the keys, Ivan, because they know the keys to lottery ticket to billions, financial control, and freedom. All these famous people in our world, Ivan, are all sellouts who are under the gate. They all sold out to make that money and be famous and successful. Because Ivan, even though he paid a price to be rich, he gets his freedom with VJ. And he controls his own money. With the Amazon deal, the Microsoft and Sony, I control the money because I didn't sell the gates. Yes, Miss Sarah? Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. And that's why I'm granting the Hollywood actors their freedom too. Yeah, VJ, because me and you got our freedom, let's be clean. Don't have the actors pay to make their money. Let them get their freedom like us. Obviously, because I'm not a dirty businessman. I'm not into that dirt stuff, right? I'm not gonna have actors do it to make their money. No, like you get your freedom with me. All I ask is that you work your ass off for me, guys, and they work harder for me than they even do in Hollywood because I pay them more money and I give them the freedom. I'm spoiling better perks, obviously. Ivan is paying us more money than we're making in Hollywood. He gave us our freedom. He's spoiling all these perks. Let's work hard for him and make an amazing movie together. Yeah, all the Hollywood actors are gonna work their ass off for me. Yeah, man. If you think Keanu Reeves' performance in The Matrix was amazing, he'll work harder for me because I gave him his freedom. And I paid him a lot more money than what he makes now. But for The Matrix, he made more, but he'll still work hard for me, Keanu Reeves, because I gave him his freedom and I'm giving him better perks, right? Yeah, I gave Keanu Reeves his freedom. I gave John Boyega, Von Joy their freedom. They're gonna work hard for me for the Zane's movie, man. In Hollywood, they're not free. They're dirty slaves, man. In Hollywood, right? They have to do it to make their money. That's how it works. Yeah. 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 So the Hollywood actors have it bad in Hollywood. The A-listers have it bad, whereas the biggest actors don't have it as bad because they only make like 500, 800K a million. Even though they pay a price, it's not the kind of price that the A-listers are making. The more money you make, the higher price you pay. That's how it works, right? So if you want to make 20 million for your movie, you might have to smash maybe 100 people, 250 people maybe to make your $20 million. Something crazy. You pay every price for that, obviously. And to make your hundreds of millions is probably in a couple hundred. Like Peter Jackson must have smashed hundreds of people to make that $250 million. Oh, I ain't Peter. I'm saying, yeah, you paid every price for that, man. Maybe 400 people, 500 people you have to smash to make that money, man. Honestly. Whereas for me, it's in the thousands because for me, I'm making my billions on my way. That's why the price for me is even higher, much greater than even what the Hollywood actors are going through in Hollywood right now, right? Yeah, because Ivan's making like his 20, I don't know, $520 million book, he has to smash thousands of women. I don't know, 8,000, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 women, something crazy. 10,000 women, something crazy. It's a huge price, obviously, because the money is so high. The higher the amount of money you make, the higher price you pay. That's how it works, right? Yeah. That's why I'm talking to all you actors out there who want to go to Hollywood. I get that you want to be famous and rich. I'm just saying, man, if you go to the Hollywood system, you're going to be a sellout. You have to sell to the system, man. You're going to be a dirty slave for the rest of your life, man. They're going to make you pay a price to make your money. Yeah, man. Hollywood is dirty, guys. It's not what you think it is. Yes, everything looks glamorous and nice when you see them on a red carpet, man. But these actors are suffering behind the scenes, man. They pay the price to make their money, man. And they're not free. They're sellouts. Yeah, man. Like Victoria Justice cries to me to get her out. That's how you know Victoria Justice doesn't like Hollywood. It's dirty over there, right? I don't hear you. It's dirty Hollywood. Yeah, these actors have to pay a price to make their money. So imagine you're married with a beautiful woman. You have a wife, but to make your $20 million, you have to smash like 100 people while you're married, man, in Hollywood. And you wonder why relationships don't last in Hollywood, right? Because the system's fucked up, obviously. Yeah, it's a fucked up system. That's why relationships don't last in Hollywood, because people are just constantly fucking people. Like, it's crazy. Yeah, they have to pay to make their money, right? That's how it works. Yeah. Obviously, that's why relationships in Hollywood don't work, because it's because of the system, obviously. It's a fucked up system. Even while you're married, you have to smash a bunch of people to make your millions, man. Like a lot of people, they pay the price to make that money. So they're living the life and everything, but man, the Hollywood actors must be suffering a little bit behind the scenes, man, because they're dirty slaves. That's why they're all going to beg me to resign them, because I got them out of that system, man. They got their freedom, and I got them out. Duh. That's why VJ cries. VJ wants me to get out. Yeah, I mean, get me the fuck out of Hollywood, man. I can't stand Hollywood. I got duped. I want a piece of your billions off your book. I want to be free with you, Ivan. Yeah, I want a piece of your like 28 billion off your book, Ivan. VJ's crazy, honestly. Yeah, I mean, I want my freedom with you. That's my dream. I want a piece of your billions. I don't know, my 28 billion off my book. VJ wants a piece of that, honestly. Some sour. Yeah. Yeah. I told you, all these actors who want to be famous actors, you know what I'm saying, in Hollywood, they'll gladly do it for the money, right? Yeah, I don't care. I gladly do all that for the money. It's worth it. Yeah, I get that, guys. I'm just saying, in Hollywood, they're gonna make you pay a price to make your money. I'm just saying, right? You have to do it in Hollywood. Money's not free in this world. You have to do it to make your money. That's how it works. Even I have to do it to make my money. Even though I'm not selling out to the gates, I still have to do it, right? I have to do it to make my money off my book, obviously. Nothing's free in this world. Some siren? So I have no Harvey Weinstein thing is a cover up. Of course it is. Harvey Weinstein just got caught. But like the whole Harvey Weinstein thing is the Harvey Weinstein thing makes you think Hollywood is clean, but nah, man. Hollywood is filled with those kind of people, man. They're filled with all those kind of people, man. It's a mob of dirty people, man. It's dirty Hollywood. Yeah, man. Obviously, right? You have to pay a price to make money. That's how it works. Harvey Weinstein just got caught. But the Harvey Weinstein thing is a cover-up, guys. Hollywood is filled with those kind of people, man. It's a mob of dirty people. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I mean, it's dirty over here. Yeah, it's dirty over there in Hollywood, man. That's why I don't want to be part of it. There you go. I don't hate him saying, yeah. Yeah. As you'll find out how dirty Hollywood is when you meet the gatekeepers, Ivan. When the gatekeepers sit you upstairs, you'll find out how dirty Hollywood is, Ivan. When they sit you upstairs, their true nature comes out. They're fucking actors. This is not who they are, man. VJ's family, my family, they're fucking gatekeepers, man. They're actors. They're not average people, nah, man. They're the gates, man. They control all the money in the world. They're fucking crazy, huh? You know, find out how dirty Hollywood is, Ivan, when you face the gatekeepers. You're gonna find out how dirty they really are. So, Ivan, you have to be a porn star and fuck like thousands of women. You have to bang your own stepmother and everything. I'm like, holy shit, man, these guys are dirty people, man. If you fuck with my money, you're done. You're kaput. And everything. I mean, man, these guys are wicked devils, man. They're wicked people. Yeah, and all I'm thinking about after that is just getting over with and running with VJ, man. I get over that running with VJ. I take my money, I run with VJ. I escape with VJ, right? Yeah, I don't hear him saying, yeah. I escape. Yeah. I escape with VJ. That's why VJ cries, man. Because she wants to be with me. She loves me, wants to be with me. She wants to see the light. And what? and she got duped by the gates, and she also wants her freedom, and she wants me to get her out. Victoria Justice is not free in Hollywood. She's a dirty slave in Hollywood, obviously. Yeah, I mean, I'm not free. Victoria Justice doesn't have freedom because she's sold out to the gates in Hollywood, obviously. Yeah. As to make your millions in this world is not free. You have to do it. That's how it works. Victoria Justice obviously paid a price to make her $12 million, to be worth $12 million. Yeah, but at the same time, she knows she got duped. She's supposed to be a multi-billionaire. That's why she cries. She's desperate. Yeah, I need you to get me out. And I got duped, Ivan, by the families. And I can't stand Hollywood. I want you to get me out of here, Ivan. Yeah, it's easy for you to say that, VJ. You're not the one who has to die. It's easier for you to say that, but VJ is desperate, obviously. She's a desperate woman. She's desperate, obviously, right? Yeah. VJ is desperate. Almost done, guys. I'll talk for like 45 minutes. That's good enough for it. I'll enjoy showing you guys. Ivan, is it you versus all the gates in the world? Yes, it's Ivan O'Meara, one man, versus all the most powerful men and women in the world who are the gates. Because even though me and VJ's family are the gatekeepers, there are gates who are under them who run their divisions, obviously. There's gatekeepers in Hollywood, YouTube, the academic world, the news organizations, sports. There's gatekeepers in who run all those divisions. But me and VJ's family are like the big bosses, but there's gates under them who are under their power, obviously, who run the gatekeepers divisions around the world. So Ivan O'Meara, one man versus an army of powerful men and women. That's why I look at something scary, Ivan. It's you versus an army of powerful men and women around the world. But I can beat all those guys. I have the keys to the kingdom, and they know that, obviously. Well, Ivan has the keys. He can easily beat us. He has the keys. Yeah, I have the keys. So I can beat the gates, obviously, right? That's why VJ will be crying because she feels bad for me. Yeah, Ivan is a good man. He's fighting all these powerful men and women around the world. Yeah, you look at something scary, Ivan, like the mafia. That's what all I'm thinking about once I pay the fee is running the fuck away with VJ. You guys are crazy people. You're a mess I made, you know. Yeah. So now it's no joke. Yeah, like once they sit me upstairs, it's no longer a joke because they know who I am. Yeah, Ivan's we can act how we want. We know Ivan's the son of God. We know he has the keys. He's fucking powerful. He makes easy blends. I don't want he's stealing from us. I don't want him making all that money in our house. The gates see me as a thief, stealing from them. And then if I sell it to you, you're stealing from me too, you hypocrite. So it's okay for you to steal my money. It's not okay for me to supposed to be steal your money, obviously. I'm not even stealing from them. I'm affecting the entertainment industry a little bit. If they charge more for their tickets, they're still making their money, the Hollywood companies. They're just greedy pigs. They don't want me making that money. Sarah? Yeah. And once I leave that room, once I sit me upstairs, I'm gonna cry, break down tears like a baby, man. I actually know they're not playing around. When they say I actually am gonna suffer the consequences. They're not joking. We're not joking. Like you're fucking with our money. We don't want you fucking with our money, Ivan. Yeah. Like you guys are fucking greedy pigs, man. You make all that money around the world, and you make a big deal of making my 20 on my book. Yeah, Ivan, you have the keys. You can turn that into easy business. Yeah, even if I make my $50 billion off the Zane span, it's not the tens of trillions you're making. You're just a greedy pig, man. You don't want me to be that rich. Yeah, Ivan, I'm envious. I don't want you to be that rich. I'm envious, Ivan. I have a psychotic greed and envy. I'm envious. Yeah, they're envious the gates. They don't want me to like VJ, right? Because they're crazy people. Yeah. Will you be tempted to sell Ivan? In the sense that I will live, in that sense, yes. But I know, Ivan, if you sell Ivan, kiss your billions goodbye, and your life with VJ will be destroyed. You're going to be sharing forever with the garbage VJ, forever with the world, man. Like, the world is going to destroy your life, Ivan. And yeah, you'll be in Hollywood and everything, but like the gates are going to dupe you and steal your money and give you the peanuts. And you and VJ are sharing every day forever with the world. Like, your life will be destroyed. VJ's garbage and trash. Don't forget that, Ivan. You're getting trash those of VJ, man. You're just garbage, rotten eggs, and tuna fish, man. It's garbage. And she'll be crying in your arms every night, Ivan. Imagine sleeping when VJ's crying in your arms every night because she sees how she doesn't see you. you're not really connecting. The relationship won't work. That's why I'm not how those guys do, man. No way. So. Yeah. And I want my creative control from my Zanus brand. I don't want these Hollywood executives touching my story. They can ruin my story. I want the creative control and creative freedom from my Zanus brand. I know what's best for my story. I wrote it. I don't want anyone controlling that and touching my brand, man. That brand's mine. I don't want anyone controlling that or ruining my brand. I'm sorry. The Zanus brand's mine. There we go. Yeah, now you guys understand why the Hollywood actors for Zanus and the Gracie were going to beg. I can easily pay them more money, give them better perks, and I got them out of Hollywood. Don't forget that, guys. I got them out. Yeah, imagine being a dirty slave your whole life in Hollywood. Like, you have to pay a heavy price to make all your millions, and all of a sudden, like, God gets you out of that system, and you make way more money than what you make in Hollywood, and you're more famous than what you are in Hollywood, and you have your freedom. That's one reason why they're begging too, because they know as long as they work for me, they keep their freedom. They don't have to do anything for my movie. Because in Hollywood, they're going to go back to being dirty slaves. That's how it works. But don't hate me, saying, don't hate me, Hollywood. I'm saying, But the Gates in Hollywood gave the Hollywood actors a good deal. They got to be famous and rich and live the life. But my point is, they're sellouts, right? Like they're not free, right? They're under the gatekeepers, obviously. No, they're not free. Those guys, they're dirty slaves. In exchange for your wealth, your fortune, and your fame, you lose your freedom, and you're a dirty slave for the rest of your life, man. You have to constantly keep doing it to make your money. That's how it works. They even have, I guarantee, they even have some say over their life, power over their life too, and all that stuff. The Hollywood execs, because they're sellouts, those Hollywood actors, right? They're sellouts, obviously. They're dirty slaves in the system, obviously. That's why in that Prince of Egypt clip, remember he's like, I brought them to a land flowing, I delivered them out of slavery, and I brought them to a land flowing with milk and honey. A holy land. Sky Source is a clean company, man. No dirty shit. 100% clean, right? That's all the Hollywood actors like, yeah, I mean, fuck Hollywood, man. Fuck the Hollywood lead type. And I'm much more happy working on your movie. I know. You pay me more money, you got me out of Hollywood, you gave me better perks. Fuck Hollywood Ivan. Yeah, they might tell me that, some of the Hollywood actors. But yeah, fuck Hollywood Ivan. Yeah, they might tell me that. Yeah. Yeah. That's why VJ appreciate you. Yeah, VJ knows what I did, man, for, like, I got her out of Hollywood. Obviously, she now has the power control of me. She now sees the light. So no more hell when she sleeps, obviously. She doesn't see hell anymore. And I made all those billions for me and her, and me and VJ have our freedom and we control our own money. Yeah, so I make $28 billion off the book. With that money, I can build my dream house, get my jets, my yachts, my cars, my nice clothes, and I can start my own films with VJ. Better than Hollywood. I can fund Zanus for $3 billion, man. Better movie technology than even Hollywood, man. That's why VJ appreciates me. Because of me, we're living this life. That's when she'll be like, yeah, sweetie, it's fair. Where do you want to live, Ivan? I'm like, I want to live in Vancouver, Canada. Okay, Ivan. I heard it's beautiful over there. Yeah, VJ, it's beautiful Vancouver, Canada. Neatus lives there. Beautiful city. That's where I want to live. Beautiful city, Vancouver. I always want to live there, right? Vancouver, British Columbia, right? That's where I want to live. Yeah. Yeah. So you're like George Ivan. Yeah, George Lucas couldn't stand Hollywood either. That's why he didn't want to be a part of Hollywood. Yeah, I can't stand Hollywood. That's why George was lucky enough to own the Star Wars brand and own his Lucasfilm company. He got lucky. Product of his time, obviously. Nowadays, that would never happen, right? The Hollywood companies are too greedy to to give a director sequel rights. That will not happen nowadays. Hollywood was a different industry in the 70s. It was not as big as it is today. Obviously. Yeah. Like back then, movies were made for like 3 million, 7 million, 10, 15 million. A $50 million budget movie back then was considered like a huge budget movie back in the 70s, right? Yeah. But Star Wars is what Jaws, Star Wars, E.T. Those movies are kind of what like paved the way for bigger budget movies. Obviously. Yeah. So George got lucky. Yeah, George was a product of his time. He got lucky. I don't even know how he pulled that off. He was able to maintain. He got the sequel rights because they didn't think Star Wars would be a hit. He was able to maintain the majority of the rights and the money. He gave Fox a small distribution deal, probably 5%. He took the other 95%, George. I don't know how he pulled that off, man. It was a Hollywood executives are fucking greedy people, man. George Lucas was lucky. Yeah. My guess is George had to really, really like fight hard for his rights, man, when he was in that office. I guarantee he told him, look, guys, you already gave me the secret rights. You might as well give me full control of the box office. You already gave me control over the secret rights. I deserve to maintain the majority of the money. But I guarantee you, when George said 100%, Fox said no. We deserve a little piece of this, and George, okay, I'll give you like maybe 10% of it, 7% of it, something like that. And the Fox execs are like, okay, fine, it's a deal, George. But I don't even know how George pulled that off, man. George will tell me, yeah, I have to really fight hard for my rights. But he'll tell me, yeah, Hollywood was a different industry back in the 70s. It's not like it is today. I would never be able to get that deal today, Ivan. Yeah, George Lucas would never be able to get that deal today in Hollywood. The Hollywood companies are greedy. It's a different industry now than it was in the 70s. Hollywood is a much bigger industry than it was in the 70s, obviously. And it's evolved over the decades. As no filmmaker will be able to get sequel rights nowadays in Hollywood. None. In Hollywood, they will control your whole brand, or they might give you half of the control, perhaps, if you're lucky, but not full control like George, no. What they would do is they control most of it, but they'll give you points, but you don't control it. Or they'll give you some control of it, but you don't have full control of it. That's how it worked nowadays in Hollywood with a filmmaker. Whereas George Lucas was a product of his time, he got lucky. I don't know how he pulled that off, man. Because I'm going to ask George, man, how the heck were you able to get, like, I don't know, like the majority of the royalties for your sequels? Yeah, I have to fight hard for my rights, Ivan. And Hollywood was a different industry than it is now. Well, tell me that. It was a different industry, different time, Ivan. I was a product of my time. Like, yeah, George Lucas is obviously a product of his time. Because he's the luckiest director in the world. He got to maintain and own his brand, man. Yeah, man. He got lucky, George, right? That's why he's like me. I also have my own independent studio too, independent from Hollywood, buried in Hollywood. And I own my Zane Span too, obviously. Yeah. Remember, George, he said if you own the movie, you make a lot of money. But you have to own it, but you have to take the risk. Yeah. But I told you, there's a saying in Hollywood, there's a saying in the film industry, never self-finance a movie yourself because you can lose your money. It's best to find investors to invest in your movie. But if they invest in your movie, chances are you'll be giving up a good chunk of your control of the brand. Because they're taking the risk. Or they control the whole thing and they give you points. Very tough to own your film nowadays in the film industry. Unless it's a small budget. If it's like a $50,000, $100,000, $200,000, $20,000 budget, then you can control that. But once you hit the hundreds of thousands to millions in terms of the budget, chances are you're going to lose your control of your movie. Because the investors are taking the risk. Okay, because we're taking the risk, we control the majority of the brand. They can give you half of the control or maybe a piece of the control, but chances are they're going to have controlling most of the brand. That's how it works. Yeah. Because it's risky, obviously, investing money in a movie. But for me and VJ, we can self-finance ourselves because we have the keys. And we're special. We know the whole bar of movies. That's why for us, it's not risky. We're the exception, obviously. With these other filmmakers in the film industry, it's not. It's risky. Investing money in your own movie, it's risky shit, man. It's risky stuff, obviously, right? But me and VJ are the exception. VJ told me, yeah, Ivan, like me and you, we can easily finance the movie ourselves. We have the keys, Ivan. We're special. Yeah, we're special, VJ. We're God. We have the keys. A $3 billion investment towards Zanes is not risky. We're going to make our money back, VJ, easily, right? Our tens of billions back, man, off the movie. Yeah. So, Sarah. That's like once I make that money off my book, all the Hollywood actors are like, holy shit, man, Ivan's a fucking legend, man. He fought like the gates. He chose not to bow to the gatekeepers around the world, man. He beat the fucking gatekeepers, man. Like, Ivan's a fucking legend. He's brave, man. He chose not to bow to them and suffer the consequences, and he woke up, and now he owns his Zane's brand. He controls his own money. He saved VJ, got her out, and he made the billions out of the book, and now he controls his own money. And the gates don't touch it. Holy shit, Ivan did it, man. He's gonna start that film studio with Skies Entertainment, and he can get us all out. Yeah, I can get all the Hollywood actors chosen out of Hollywood. I'm talking to you guys. You can bail you want, man. After the movie's done, you're going back to Hollywood and be left behind. I launch your doors. You're welcome. Yeah, even though you open more doors for us in Hollywood, Ivan, we don't want to go back, Ivan. Hollywood's not your company, I know, but you're not good at movie, guys. No, I even said, yeah. Sarah. Yeah. Yeah. You think the Prince of Egypt clip has a symbolism? Yeah, obviously. I've come to deliver them out of slavery to land flowing, to a good land, a land flowing with milk and honey. Obviously. All the Hollywood actors chose in my movie, I get them out of the crazy Hollywood system, obviously. Out of that dirty, infectious environment, right? Fucking gross, man. You have to do it in a dirty, stinky, infectious environment. Ugh, that's disgusting, man. You're right, man. Even though we're rich, man, we're fucking souls, man. Get us out of here, right, man. Yeah. Why did the Hollywood actors stay? Because the money's good, man. They know if they go back living the average life, they're gonna go back to making 50, 60K a year. They're making a lot of money. The money is what keeps them going. Yeah, even though I paid a price, I'm making a lot of money. I can live the life with my family and my girlfriend. That's what keeps them going. It's all about the money. Money talks, right? And people like do it for money. Don't forget that, right? Yeah, that's why they stay in Hollywood, obviously, because the money's good, man. They get paid a lot of money, those guys. Money talks, right? Yeah, there you go. That's why they stay, obviously. But there is quite a bit of actors who can't stand the Hollywood system, whereby they actually retire and they just choose to live the average life. Yeah, fuck this. I'm out of here. This place is infectious. It smells like ass. I'm out of here, and I'm just gonna live the average life. I make like my 80, 100K, obviously. There's some people who actually retire from Hollywood because they can't stand the system. Yeah, the money isn't worth it. Fuck this. I'm getting out of here, and they retire. But if they retire, they no longer have access to that kind of money. They're gonna live in the average life like everyone else, right? That's why they all stay, because the money's good in Hollywood. Money talks, right? Don't forget, people lie do for money. Don't forget that, right? Yeah. Yeah. I'm saying? That's why we just so proud of me, because I got her out of Hollywood. Welcome. And I made those blades for me, man. That's why we just proud of me, honestly. I made all that money for me, there. Yeah. Alright, how's my mirror, by the way? I made $28 billion. You made $28 billion off your book, Ivan? Oh my gosh. She's like, holy shit, Ivan. You're going to share that on your own? I'm like, yes, I will, BJ. Relax. Calm down. I will. Chill. I'll share mine with you. Chill. BJ, I'm sorry. Evil woman, yeah. Yeah. Ivan, I don't believe Hollywood's that dirty. Yes, guys, it is. It's dirty over there, man. Where the money is, that's where it's dirty. It's how it works in this world, right? The more money you make, the dirtier it is. That's how it works in this world, right? I don't mean to put all you aspiring actors down. The truth is, man, like, if you want to be a famous, successful acting in Hollywood, you're going to be rich and famous, but, like, you have to pay a price to make that money, guys. You have to smash a lot of people. That's how it works, right? If you want to make your money, that's how it works. All hands, yeah. So if you're married and you love your girlfriend, you love your wife, you know what I'm saying? You get to live that amazing life with them, but you guys paid a price to be together, right? As in Hollywood, money's not free. You have to do it. That's how it works. Yeah, and the more money you make, the higher of a price you pay. Obviously, right? Yeah. Yeah. Obviously. As Ivan, you will find out how dirty Hollywood is when you, before I just kind of here, when the gates sit you upstairs and you find out who they really are, and you find out that you have to be a porn star and bang like thousands of women, that's when you will know how dirty Hollywood really is, how dirty the gates really are, man. They're fucking dirty people, man. That's why I don't want to be a part of Hollywood. I don't want to be part of the system, man. That's why I'm a lucky one who escaped with BJ, right? Because God gave me the keys. Anyways, guys, if everybody just show up my mirrors, I'm out saying out peace. Don't hate me, guys. Don't hate me, Hollywood. I'm saying peace out, guys. Hope you guys don't show up my mirror. Don't hate me, guys. I'm saying peace out. Freedom.